from 1985 to 1997, 12 years, Mr. Srinivas Kudva continued to be the president of Mangalore Management Association. In the year 1997, we introduced this Outstanding Manager Award as per the wishes of Mr. K.V. Kamath. And he came to SDM College and he said that he wanted to start some programs to management students as well as managerial personnel. And that should be the inspiration, and he offered some money and said that it should be kept as endowment fund, and the interest of that may be used to award best managers in undivided South Canara district. And accordingly, this Outstanding Manager Award was introduced in the 1997. First recipient was Dr. D. Virendra Hegdeji. And thereafter, it continued. Last year, it was awarded to Mr. Edward Walter D'Souza. Mr. Walter D'Souza, importer and exporter. And this year, it was unanimously decided in the Governing Council, based on the search committee recommendations, to be given to Dr. Habeeb Rahman, Chairman of Unity Health Complex. And probably all of you are aware that his contribution to the field of health sciences as well as managerial excellence. And in fact, right from the beginning, I am observing Dr. Habeeb Rahman. He was very closely associating with the management organizations, management associations, and in Mangalore Management Association also. He is the oldest, I think, life member of Mangalore Management Association, and he used to participate actively in the seminars, training programs, as well as lecture programs, and he encouraged many people to enroll as members of this Mangalore Management Association. And his contribution in health sciences is appreciated by one and all, not only in undivided South Canara district, entire country. We are appreciating his contribution and his excellence in administration. And in fact, probably in Mangalore, we had well managed hospitals or nursings. Those days he started, and I used to visit there. In fact, in some of the programs I too associated with them, and some training programs to the nurses I too conducted, that in fact helped me to learn more about health sciences and also the contribution he was making right from the beginning. Today, he is considered as a very good management expert than the doctor. And in fact, once I delivered a talk to his nursing students, and if you want to continue as a management professional, you should sacrifice your medical profession. And in fact, long back when we started our medical institution at Dharwad, and Dr. D. Virendra Hegde was asking me, now how to go for administration, can you give suggestion? I said that, sir, don't appoint only doctors as administrators, better to appoint some management expert, BE MBA. And accordingly, in the initial stages, BE MBA only appointed as administrator of our medical college Dharwad. And subsequently, of course, normally in most of the medical colleges, when our MBA or management experts are appointed, some sort of ego problem starts between the management and the doctors. And sometimes, doctors are having some times, now there may be few exceptions, yeah, we are superior that way. And what is it? So we are all experts, and this administration and all nothing. And in that way, I have seen and I have observed. And in fact, we had many such conversations. But Dr. Habeeb Rahman is exceptions. He incorporated all these new ideas, and he himself became a management expert. And of course, I hope he still continues in medical profession, but he has given more importance to the administration, and that's why in Unity Health Complex you find perfect administration. I had been to Unity Health Complex many times, and whenever we get some problems, health problems, I always recommend my family members, and I myself twice or thrice admitted in Unity Health Hospital. And in fact, my close relative, Dr. K.V. Devadiga, Yes. He's a very close associate with Dr. Habeeb Rahman, neurosurgeon. And in fact, today he was thinking of coming. And in fact, I told him. And in the initial discussion, we thought of inviting him also as a chief guest. But he is also having some health issues. And because of that, he's also 86. And 86, now 87. And finding it difficult to sit for a long time. But he sent his messages to Dr. Habeeb Rahman directly, and he told me today, and I expected him to come, but whatever, maybe it for possible 5 or 10 minutes I'll come and go. That's what he said. But unfortunately, he could not come. And see, this is what even Dr. Specialist, neurosurgeon, is also admiring Dr. Habeeb Rahman. All the latest equipments, all technology. And you see, particularly in nursing, nursing homes, in medical colleges, it is common. They have to do that, and they are doing it. And Habeeb Rahman is a very good supporter to so many organizations. And I think I went to him several times, including some of the programs of Kshetra Dharmasala. And he was very helpful. And when we organized some Tulu Sammelan, and also he has given a huge amount as donations. And his children also now in the nursing home, they are administering, and of course guided by Dr. Habeeb Rahman. And in fact, when we met him, every time he used to tell about the latest management concepts. And I have heard that every time some new books which I may not be knowing, he will show me. Say, this is the new book has arrived, have you seen it? And that is how he keep himself open-minded to management field, which very rarely we find with the doctors, but he is very good in that, and even younger generation may like it. In fact, one of the criterion we have considered to selecting him as a contribution to younger generation, not only running the nursing schools and colleges, but also how he is a model to the younger generation, that he has exhibited. All that 10 criterion we have taken into account, and unanimously it was decided by the search committee, and we have given to the governing council, and governing council has selected him only.
सुख करता दुख हरता वार्ता विघ्नाची नुर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सुख करता दुख हरता वार्ता विघ्नाची नुर्वी पूर्वी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर अतिशेंदुराची कंठी जलके माल मुक्ता पालांची सर्वांगी सुंदर अतिशेंदुराची कंठी जलके माल मुक्ता पालांची जय देव जय मंगलमूर्ती श्री मंगलमूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मान कामन पूर्ती जय देव.
An open door is a welcome that makes a stranger into a friend. A smile is a welcomed sight that invites people in. We have the door open and the smile, but to welcome you all with a sweet welcome note, I invite President MMA, Mr. Jayaraj Rai. He would also be introducing the chapter and presenting a brief report of MMA.
Honorable guests, invitees, members of Mangalore Management Association, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, warm good evening to you all. Mangalore Management Association, which is affiliated to All India Management Association, was established in the year 1979. Vision of MMA is to build a network of management professionals for fostering new management thoughts and modalities. Mangalore Management Association also aims to respond to the changes and innovations in the field of management to foster professional and development of members through continuous interaction. To fulfill the vision as mission of MMA, we conduct several programs MMA KVK award function is our flagship event. This is an occasion of joy for all of us at MMA as we have come together for celebrating MMA KVK Outstanding Manager Award 2022. This goes without saying that the award ceremony is amongst the most treasured occasions of Mangalore Management Association. Today, we'll be conferring MMA KVK Outstanding Manager Award 22 on Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman, Chairman, Unity Care and Health Services Private Limited, Mangalore, for his services in the field of management and also his contribution more particularly in the area of healthcare services. Sir, on behalf of Mangalore Management Association and all of us gathered here, and from my personal behalf, extend very warm welcome to you, sir. Today's chief guest is Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Yenepoya deemed to be University. His selection was unanimous. Sir, on behalf of the Mangalore Management Association, on behalf of all of us gathered here, and on my personal behalf, I extend very warm welcome to you. Today's sponsors for our functions are SCDCC Bank Limited, Sri Ramakrishna Credit Cooperative Society Limited, Dr. Yenepoya Abdul Kunni, Karnataka Bank Limited, Kavur Vyavasaya Cooperative Bank, Power Education Trust, Mr. Vincent D'Souza, Mrs. Dia Systems, Mr. Hassan Haji and Company, BASF Limited, MCF Limited, Mrs. Cardolite, Canara Bank, Mrs. Achal Industries, Mr. Shekhar Pujari, Mr. Fernandez Cashew Exports, Mrs. New Textile Center, and Mrs. Delta Infra Logistics Worldwide Limited. On behalf of Mangalore Management Association and on my personal behalf, I warmly welcome all the sponsors and their representatives. I welcome Vice President of MMA, Dr. Janardana, Secretary MMA, Mrs. Deepa Naik, Mr. Devraj K. I'm a member, Director of SDM, Dr. Seema Shenoy, and all the members of MMA gathered here, their family members, guests, invitees, and friends from print and electronic media. Welcome and good luck. Please enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the sweet welcome and the briefing of MMA. There was welcome with open doors, welcome with a smile, welcome with words too. Now I request Dr. Seema Shenoy, Director SDM PG Center, to welcome the chief guest, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, with flowers. Thank you, madam. I request Mr. P.B. Rai, Governing Body Member, MMA, to welcome the awardee, Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman, with flowers. Thank you, sir. Well-wishers who couldn't make it to attend this occasion have sent their wishes through electronic media. I call upon Dr. Gayatri Babu, Joint Secretary, to read out these messages to the gathering.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to share the messages conveyed by MMA's well-wishers for the grand success of our flagship event, MMA KVK Outstanding Manager Award. I would like to read the message by Dr. Yenepoya Abdullah Kunji, Chancellor, Yenepoya University. Dear Mr. K. Jairaj Birai, I acknowledge the receipt of your kind invitation to the 7th December event, whereat you will be conferring the MMA KVK Outstanding Manager Award 2022 to Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman, Chairman, Unity Care and Health Services Limited, and thank you very much for the same. However, I regret to express my inability to attend due to certain prior commitments fixed for the same day. I do, however, take this opportunity to applaud your noble endeavors and also extend my warmest wishes on the occasion. I wish the event a grand success. Thank you once again. I remain sincerely yours, Dr. Yenepoya Abdullah Kunni, Chancellor, to Mr. K. Jairaj Birai, President, Mangalore Management Association, SDM College Campus, MG Road, Mangalore. I would also like to place on record that we MMA accept All the good wishes from our well-wishers, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Madam. I call upon Dr. Devraj K., fellow member of IMA, to brief us about MMA and KVK Award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mangalore Management Association is purely an association of professional practicing teaching management education. It is affiliated to All India Management Association, New Delhi, which is the national apex body of the management profession in the country. In 1957, the All India Management Association was created as an apex body with the active support of the Government of India. IMA was intended to, as a cause group, a body of to pool management thoughts in the country, a forum to develop a national managerial ethos, an organization to facilitate the furtherance of the management profession and its contribution to the society. Today, IMA is recognized for the international stature, upheld by a broad base of 63 local management associations and 2 coordinating associations abroad. Over 30,000 professionals as individual members and over 3,000 corporates as institutional members. Mangalore Management, as our president said, started in the year 1979 by Mr. K.N. Basri. He was the chairman of Karnataka Bank. And since then, MMA has taken long strides over the decades to become a major propelling power of management education. Membership, we have organization life members, corporates 35, and annual members, organization 4, fellow members, professionals 1, IMA members 21, professional life member 250, professional annual members 40, and student members 250, totally 601 members. President and secretaries from 1979 to 2022. President started in the year 1979, Mr. K.N. Basri, then Mr. K. Vishwanath Kamath, Srinivas Kudua, Shri K. Achyuta Shanai, Shri M.M. Kamath, Shri S.R. Malya, Dr. Devraj K., then Shri M. Shekhar Pujari, Mr. T.G. Shanai, Mr. M.R. Vasudeva, Mr. Marcel Montera, and presently Shri K. Jairaj B. Rai. 2021-23 we have the list of office bearers. Mr. K. Jairaj B. Rai, President, Dr. K. Janardhan, Vice President, Mrs. Deepa Nayak, Secretary, Dr. Gayatri Babu, Joint Secretary, Mr. Edward J. Coelho, Treasurer. Following are the governing body members of 2021 to 23. Elected members, Dr. Seema S. Chennai, Shri B. Nityananda Shetty, Mr. Shekhar Pujari, Dr. Anil Gomes, Mr. Vincent D'Souza, Shri P.V. Pai. Co-opted members, Shri U. Ramarao, Shri T.G. Shanai, Dr. Devraj K., Dr. Malli Chaudhary, J. Vishwanath Shetty, and Mr. Marcel Montera, immediate past president. About Outstanding Manager Award 2022. Outstanding Manager Award was instituted in the name of late Shri K. Vishwanath Kamath, who toiled for MMA and actively organized several programs in management. Late Shri K. Vishwanath Kamath was the president of Mangalore Management Association during the period 1982 to 84. Shri K.V. Kamath was the founder of Kamath and Company Limited, Mangalore, and an industrialist. He served as the president of Mangalore City Municipality, president of Western India Tile Manufacturers Association, founder president of Janaseva Consumers Cooperative Society, Mangalore. He was the vice president of Gandhi Peace Foundation, president of Canara Foundation, Kamath Charitable Trust, and was an author of Theories on Matter in Ancient India. Till now, we have awarded 23 Outstanding Manager Award. The recipients were 1997 Dr. Virendra Hegde, 1998 Shri K.K. Pai, and thereafter Shri N. Vinay Hegde, Shri Kurunji Venkatraman Gowda, Shri Srinivas Kudua, Shri Kepul Dinesh Nayak, Dr. M. Mohan Alva, Shri Ananta Krishna, Chairman Karnataka Bank Limited, Dr. Ramdas Pai, Mahe University, Shri Yenepoya Abdul Kunji, Chairman, Islamic Academy of Education. It is in the year 2006. 2007, Dr. M.V. Kamath, Chairman, Prasar Bharati, Shri Raghavendra Rao, Chartered Accountant, Mangalore, Dr. P. Dayanand Pai, and then Dr. M. Veerappa Meli, Dr. Olinda Pereira, Shri M.R. Vasudeva, Shri P. Jayaram Bhatt is here with us now, Dr. Sanjay S. Pai, Professor Shantaram Shetty, Dr. V. Ravichandran, Chairman, DS Systems, Shri Sadananda Shetty, Justice Santosh Hegde, in 2019, previous recipient, Mr. Walter D'Souza, he is also with us today, leading exporter and importer, former chairman of the Federation of Indian Export Organization. This was the last award. Due to COVID-19 2021, we have not awarded. To select Outstanding Manager Award, as usual, a search committee was formed by the governing body. The committee consists of Shri K. Jairaj Birai, Chairman, Dr. K. Janardhan, Coordinator, Dr. Devraj K. Member, Shri Marcel Muntera, Member, Dr. Malli Chaudhary, Member, Shri P.V. Rai, Member, Srimati Deepa Nayak, Member, Secretary. Criteria for Outstanding Manager Award. The following 10 criteria to be considered while selecting an individual as Outstanding Manager for the year. Individual development, from the beginning till the latest stage, how much professionally he has grown. Innovations in the field, how much innovations he made in the field. Managerial excellence, inspirational leadership quality, contribution to society, that is undivided South Kendra district it should be, social image, ethical values practiced, communication to the younger generation, general acceptability and seniority. Dr. Habeeb Rahman stands out among the other nominated members. Hence, Dr. Habeeb Rahman is declared as MMA KVK Outstanding Manager of 2022 by the Governing Council of Mangalore Management Association based on the recommendation given by Search Committee. We all wish you good health, happiness, peaceful and more opportunity to serve the nation, reach still greater heights in the years to come. Dr. Habeeb Rahman. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We have now come to the main part of this occasion, conferring the award. I request the awardee.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Honorable President of this function, Mr. B. Jairaj Kirai, the Chief Guest of this function, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, the awardee, Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman, dignitaries on the dais, members of the MMA, governing body members of Mangalore Management Association, invitees, press and the media. I have been given the responsibility of reading the citation. Hence, the Outstanding Manager Award 2022 conferred on Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman. Born in the year 1941, Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman obtained his MBBS degree from Mysore University in 1969. He had an illustrious career as a doctor by profession and as a chairman of Unity Care and Health Services Private Limited. Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman focuses on comprehensive health care and integrated social development. He is a far-sighted genius. His meeting with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam at Rashtrapati Bhavan in 2006 can be set an example for his far-sightedness. He had alerted Dr. Kalam about the need of professional education for politicians, particularly on topics integrity and dignity. Dr. Kalam had appreciated his sincerity and dedication and commented positively about his time management principles and development initiatives, particularly in rural liberalization and social development. Dr. Habeeb Rahman focuses on comprehensive health care and integrated social development. This dimensional health care has been practiced by him for 4 decades as a combination of preventive and promotive sides of health care. His wholeheartedness and farsightedness as well respected in society and highly respected among statesmen of India. He is modern on one side and traditional on the other side. He believes in the power of rural India to make India a developed nation. Dr. Habeeb Rahman is one among the few doctors who is regularly updated with the latest knowledge in management principles and social developments. Dr. Habeeb Rahman believes in non-violence principles of Mahatma Gandhi and always thinks that a happy society progresses faster and better than a divided society. He is the recipient of President's Appreciation Award in 2001 by Indian Medical Association (IMA) in recognition of his services to IMA and to the society. Presented at 67th IMA Millennium Karnataka State Conference in Tumkur on 21st April 2001. He is the recipient of the award at the 77th IMA All India Medical Conference held at Thiruvananthapuram. He was presented with the President's Appreciation Award in 2001 by Indian Medical Association in recognition of services to IMA and to the society. Presented at 67th IMA Millennium Karnataka State Conference at Tumkur, 21st April 2001. The award 77 IMA All India Medical Conference Thiruvananthapuram Best Elocution Award 2011 Dakshina Kannada District Rajyotsava Award in 2022 Indian Leadership Award for Healthcare Excellence 2010 awarded by Indian Economic Development and Research Association. Lifetime Health Achievement Award 2010 awarded by Health and Education Development Association for outstanding achievement and distinguished services to nation at National Seminar on Social Economic Growth and National Integration on 16th May 2010 at New Delhi. Highly Effective Edutainer Award by the Indian Entrepreneurship Summit and Awards New Delhi. The Diamond Eye Award for Quality Commitment and Excellence organized by Otherwise Management Association Club, Paris on 28 November 2011 in Geneva, Switzerland. Lifetime Achievement Award in Healthcare Services by Gulf University awarded by His Excellency Sheikh Numan, ruler of Ajman, UAE in 2012. International State Award for Intellectual Development, Individual Contribution for International Integration by Global Achievers Foundation on 4th January 2013 in Bangkok. Award from the Indian Business and Professional Council, Dubai. Best Regional Clinic India, Best Medical Practices and Manager of the Year Award by the European Medical Association, the Socrates Committee, Oxford, UK at the Arab Health Congress, Dubai, UAE on January 20th, 2018. Award presented by President of European Medical Association. In recognition of these exemplary values, Mangalore Management Association has unanimously resolved to bestow the distinction of Outstanding Manager Award 2022 instituted by late K. Vishwanath Kamath on Dr. Habeeb Rahman on the 7th day of December 2022. MMA wishes him the best in all his future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. M. Vijay Kumar to felicitate the awardee with the traditional shawl. Request Mr. Jairaj Rai, President, to garland the awardee. Request Mr. Nityananda Shetty, Governing Body Member, to present the memento. Mr. T.G. Shanai, Governing Body Member, to present the fruits. Request Mr. J.V. Shetty, Governing Body Member, to present the certificate. Request Dr. Janardana K., Vice President, to present the citation. Thank you, one and all. Now it is time for us to listen to the achiever, the receiver of the Outstanding Manager Award 2022, Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman. Sir, I request you to deliver the acceptance speech.
President of MME, K. Jairaj B. Rai, Chief Guest, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Yenepoya University, Vice President, MMA, Dr. K. Janardhan, and Secretary, Deepa Naik, Dr. Devraj, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. There are many moments in life where you get embarrassment. Maybe the first night of wedding. Nowadays it is not going to happen now. And an 81-year-old man sitting like a bridegroom and getting all these things is something very unusual. Still, at the late age, we appreciate and thank all the organizers. Thanks for giving the opportunity to receive this award. It's a privilege and honor to receive this award, which was given to many eminent personalities in the past. And grateful to Mangalore Management Association for selecting me for this year's prestigious award. This recollects in the introduction of Vishwanath Kamath, lot of area which they have mentioned. Perhaps he has omitted one. It is Vishwanath Kamath, myself and Father Ronnie Prabhu. We started an organization here as Communal Harmony. And that was the area where he thought of bringing all people together for harmonious living in these districts. Vishwanath Kamath was secretary. I am the secretary of Muslim organization. There was another secretary also from the Christian side. Of course, that particular is very important because that is what is relevant now. Management, I am also feeling, because of Vishwanath Kamath's initial feeling of the necessity of this award to recognize the achievers or excellent managers, which is a part of my emotion also. Management is very important for human excellence. Efficient management is required right from home to industry, to schools, to colleges, to universities, to societies in the nation and the world at large. Though I am basically a medical man, I am more interested in management right from my early days. I keep participating in management-related programs from the very beginning. I must congratulate all of you who are actively involved in promoting management program in Mangalore, particularly the leadership taken by people who are here, also the governing body members. Leaders and management are like the object and its shadow. Wherever there is a shadow, there is an object behind it. And there is also a light behind the object which gives the shadow. Management is the shadow. Leadership is the object. There is no management without proper leadership. Leadership denotes vision, direction, focus, target, etc. Whereas management is the one that paves the way towards achieving the target or reaching the destination. Stephen R. Covey, the famous author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, whom I had my personal contact also, fortunately, he no more, he died, he nicely demonstrated the difference between leadership and management. There is an example, there is a road being made in a jungle. People are very busy in cutting the trees and paving the mud, removing the obstacles, and all kinds of work is making the road. Suddenly, the leader climbs a tall tree and shouts, "Wrong jungle, stop!" And the manager says, "Shut up, you are making progress." The whole idea is, leader shouts because the leader sees the vision as wrong jungle. Leadership is the vision, target and future. Management is what is executing on the ground. The shadow of the object is the work done by the management, and the object is the leadership. Management being efficient, credits go to the good leadership. A light behind the object is also responsible for a good shadow. The light behind is the enlightened vision of the leader. This is the main things of leadership and management. When you see and evaluate anything, anywhere in any field, we always find a good management with a good leader. Anything good has happened under the leadership of a good leader, management automatically follows the leader. Every leader is unique. Leaders of different nations are different. Leadership is unique at every level of management. Management remains as their shadow also everywhere. My experience as a management person or as a leader, if at all, I have managed anything, it is out of my vision and passion. Whatever I have been doing or what all you have been seeing as my management efficiency, I come out of the clarity of my vision. The clarity of vision always to meet the needs of the society at any particular time. In the early days, when he started the hospital, I had a vision to have best of healthcare, what is best in the world, not available in our local area. That is how originally conceived Unity Hospital. Also, we have an excellent vision of what is required. There are 3 facets of healthcare delivery system. They are, one is the prevention of diseases, second is the promotion of health, and the third is cure of the diseases. Doctors and hospitals yesterday and today are mostly focused on third, which is cure alone is the remedy. The prevention of diseases and promotion of health was ignored. In the late year 1970, I visualized hospital with a comprehensive healthcare system where the prevention of diseases and promotion of health along with advanced diagnosis and therapy are integrated as a comprehensive healthcare service system. This was a great challenge work to initiate at that time. These are being done by the government and medical colleges now, not at that time. When I approved the ministers say comprehensive health care, we want to do in the hospital, we don't have such thing in our government system. There's the reply I got from the health minister. Now every college, every government is more focusing on prevention of diseases and promotion of health. What you find in unity as a part of vision and also a leadership, because that became my management. My favorite author, Peter Drucker, known as father of modern management, says management originally started being business management. Then it went into corporations, it went into organization in different levels. Now management has started from home. Mother being the first naturally inherent manager. Everyone experienced that. Best manager, best wife. We see in many families, mother manages everything, cooking to managing house, including managing her husband. This is the natural management seen in human beings. Mother first, then the father, then the working system, then the company or the business or the institution. Management is relevant everywhere. But always, as I said in the beginning, management can have the best result only when there is a good leader. And leaders are very important worldwide today because we are moving to a stage where the management of planet Earth has become a necessity and a reality. A serious matter which I am stepping to, something which perhaps hope the management will take consideration in the future. We are traveling in aircraft. We all have experience of traveling in aircraft. Safety of the aircraft is most important. Planet Earth is like an aircraft. We are moving at a speed of thousands miles per hour. What we just think we are stationary. Actually, we are not stationary. We are tied up by gravity as seat belt. And suppose, as you imagine, we are traveling in a flight with thousands of people in that particular flight, maybe in 2050 or 3000, whatever it is there. Something like a cruise in the air, and the people inside start quarreling, what will happen to the flight? What will be the flight of the flight and the travelers within inside? That is what exactly about to happen to the human beings on the planet Earth, which is exactly like a flight. What is most required now is the survival of the planet Earth and its people. The most important management today is to retain our planet Earth floating. Anytime it may collapse. Not of anything else, but out of our own misbehavior. We may call it management or mismanagement. There are three aspects of modern medicine: diagnosis, elective procedure like surgery, and emergency management. In emergency management, we can save many lives. That is what we focus in Unity right from the beginning. Now we are reached a stage where humanity requires an emergency management system for the earth. Survival of the individuals are our concern of the hospital. Survival of humanity is the greatest challenge. We need to take up several corrective measures. Leadership today should focus on what we call emergency management of planet Earth. The top leaders of the world are political heads. They should think about this and act in a very appropriate manner. We need to look the future, being enlightened people and not just from the point of view of an institution or a business group or a company. We should act being humanity as a whole, which is very relevant for our survival in this world. There is an unseen management which is visible or evident in the whole of the universe. We call this management by natural law. To illustrate, once I was staying in a hotel in Mumbai. As I was sitting and relaxing in the balcony, I saw a large number of birds busy eating on the ground. Some people used to put some rice and other things there. So the birds used to come and enjoy their delicious eatables. Suddenly, somebody took a stone and threw on these birds. All birds start flying at once. Instantly they start flying and they all flew away side by side in a crowd without touching each other. If it is a similar pattern, number of planes are grounded on emergency takeoff instantly, like the bird, we are sure they all will crash. What does this happen? What does this mean? Managed by a natural law like birds are subject to safety, whereas management by human beings are subject to accident. The natural law is with safety, security and prosperity. Birds fly together, fishes swim together, even ants move together in groups in harmony. Human beings are also moved together. They are the most intelligent animals you could see, but they are the only species who kills the fellow species. It's a tragedy of the world. As I said earlier, the universe is governed by principle of truth and balance. In every religious scripture, we find the word truth, Satyame Jayata in Vedas. I am the truth and the way in Bible. Truth as a straight path, Haq in Quran. They all point to an eternal truth, which is Sanatana Dharma in Hindu scriptures. But unfortunately, the followers of all religions are not following the truth. It is only the scientist community who follow the truth, and they progress rapidly in their endeavors. If scientists follow the falsehood, you don't get scientific developments. When religious followers start to follow religious scriptures with the truth, the world will progress in the way the scientists progress and find peace and harmony. When we follow the truth, we follow the natural law like birds. Mahatma Gandhi, the only person I understood who had written his biography as my experiment with truth. He was focusing on truth. Who are part of the governing system in the world should align themselves with the principle of truth for survival on the planet Earth. Corporate heads, political heads, religious leaders, knowledgeable people, all are dominating in the world one way or other. What you require today is a human pool that can create an emergency management system that can make planet Earth is a safe place for us to live. I have tried in different levels how politicians can transform to a better system through my limited contact and capacity. I met the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, in Rashtrapati Bhavan. We had discussed about the importance of survival of democracy. I had alerted Dr. Kalam about the need of professional education. We have got education system, universities, colleges, institutions for children or youngsters, youth. What you require is education system for politicians. We have got an award to conclude now. Mangalore Management Association has done a wonderful work recognizing eminent management personnel all over the last few years. My request to you all is to start a new Institute of Leadership and Management. As I was trying to express, leadership is the most important before the management. When you are a good leader, you get good management. We can name this as Mangalore Institute of Leadership and Management. That's all I got to share with you from my little understanding about management. I really appreciate and thank the organizers for selecting me for the award this year. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You narrated leadership and management so beautifully, and thank you for the acceptance. I request Mr. Vincent D'Souza, Governing Body Member MMA, to introduce today's chief guest to the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mangalore Management Association, I take this opportunity to introduce to you our eminent chief guest of this evening, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, who is a MS Master of Surgery in Surgical Oncology. He's a fellow Royal College Surgeons, FRCS of Glasgow, UK, fellow of International College of Surgeons, FICS, and fellow of American College of Surgeons, USA. Dr. Vijay Kumar completed his MBBS from the Madras University in 1979. He subsequently completed Diploma of National Board in General Surgery from the HAL Hospital, Bangalore. Following this, he had obtained the Master of Surgery and Surgical Oncology from the Bangalore University in 1993. He joined the Kidwai Memorial Institute of Oncology and served in different capacity as resident, assistant, associate, and professor, after which term he became director of Kidwai Memorial Institute of Oncology. Please give him a big hand. He has been trained in USA, France, Brazil, UK, and Germany in various surgeries. He was conferred the FRCS of Glasgow, UK, the FICS, which is the Fellow of International College of Surgeons, and the Fellow of American College of Surgeons, USA. He was ordered the honorary member of Brazil Society of Surgical Oncology. He has over 30 years of experience in surgical oncology and has trained over 100 surgeons in surgical oncology, those of whom who are working all over the world today. He is undoubtedly the most senior surgeon in the country and highly regarded in India as well as abroad. He has delivered numerous lectures in the international, national, and state conferences. He has over 50 research papers. The prestigious Terry Fox Project 2001 was his brainchild. He has presented over 60 papers in various conferences all over the world and has authored texts in 7 books. He is also conferred the title Professor Emeritus at the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, on the occasion of the World Health Day. Presently, he is also the president of the Indian Association of Surgical Oncology and the vice president of Ostomatus India and chairman task force dealing with health promotion and prevention in oncology in the National Cancer Grid under the aegis of the Tata Memorial Hospital, Bombay. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. M. Vijay Kumar.
Thank you, sir. It is time to listen to the address by our chief guest. I request Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Yenepoya, deemed to be University, to address the gathering.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವ ಗಣ್ಯಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮನಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಬಂಧು ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಸೋದರ ಸೋದರಿಯರೇ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ Mrs. Jairaj Rai, the Vice President, Dr. Janardhan Koranji, Secretary, Mrs. Deepa Nayak, and the hero of the day, Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman. At the outset, I should thank them for making me a part of it, which normally I would have avoided. It is because of Dr. K. Janardhan Koranji I am here. If I say it is not an exaggeration, because he was our registrar long before I could join Yenepoya University. So being an old timer I am, so when the senior comes and calls, so I could not say no. Thank you very much for bringing me here, sir. The second, of course, is the reason is Dr. Habeeb Rahman, because he is known to me for the last 7+ years after my taking over as the Vice Chancellor, because he is our academic council member. In that capacity, first time I met him, and from that time we have been interacting much more seriously than other academic members. For he was talking to me management, at least he would have awarded or gifted 3 books of management, which none of them I could complete. I sincerely feel certain things have to come from heart, not from the brain. And the management also, I feel, the science of management, people are sitting here would probably not believe what I am going to say, and I am not here to contest them. Trying to talk in front of you all seniors about management is stupidity of mine, which I will not indulge at all. It's very difficult to convince Dr. Habeeb Rahman regarding anything, and that probably kept him abreast, that he will not keep quiet, somebody telling something, he will go back and check and keep updating himself, upgrading himself, and that is why he is what he is today. In fact, my compliments to you. At the age of 81, he still reads. How many of you are reading today, even at the age of 21, I don't know. Congratulations, sir. People have forgotten. In fact, people are forgetting how to read. They only know to see Google search. They don't read that also. And their only book is now become Google, and we call it as Googleopathy. I don't know, you only know allopathy and homeopathy. So we call it as Googleopathy. So they come with sheets and sheets of paper in front of me and they'll say, sir, this is what is given in Google. Then as an youngster, I used to get angry. Nowadays I become old, lot white hairs have come. So I used to say, please keep that aside. We'll talk later. They will come with bundles of paper as though they are going to teach me again cancers from the beginning. They become my teachers nowadays. I learn a lot through the Googleopathy, of course. In this background, if you go and see the Unity Hospital, which I had the opportunity to visit at least a few times. I don't practice there, but Dr. Habeeb Rahman made me do surgeries on some of his patients where probably others would have landed in trouble. So such patients only will give. So that you'll see that I will also fall in a trap. And unfortunately, he doesn't know that in Kannada heltarana manebara attarane alva. So that is the type of patients whom I used to operate, and I used to do it in Kidwai. So I used to take it to the smile, and to the best of my luck, and also to his luck, nothing bad happened. That is how we grew together as far as the professional is concerned, and irrespective of the age, he is ready to learn, as I said, and relearn himself. Many times it's very, very difficult. I don't know how many of you know here. Learning is easy probably, but unlearning and relearning is the most difficult thing, which he was ready to do even at this age. And he was very, very keen on my association with Yenepoya for only one reason. Obviously, I came here only to establish a cancer center. Otherwise, I have nothing to do with Mangalore. So Dr. Abdullah Kuni, my Chancellor, gave me that opportunity. So I came here and I could establish, thanks to the Tata Trust, Zuleika Yenepoya Institute of Oncology, which is the state-of-art cancer center. I would request all of you to come and visit to say whether I am telling the truth or not. COVID came, and so everything got delayed by 2 years. So he was asking, what happened to the cancer center? Sir, everybody is now talking COVID. You are only the person talking cancer to me. So nobody is bothered about now cancer, sir. Everybody is only worried about the other C, that is COVID. Let us come out of it. Let us see. The whole of the country and the world diverted all their attention and money towards COVID, which you all know. Thank God, and thanks to so many other things, including the governmental agencies, which did a good job in India. I don't know whether many of you have read or seen the so-called Western countries have failed the way they handled the COVID, but with a billion population, we could do that effectively. Thanks to everybody sitting here who cooperated. Otherwise, there is a fight going on in China today for putting restrictions. At least here, though so-called democratic country, but we believed them and went with their restrictions and the constraints, and that is probably out of fear of life, but they don't have, I think. I don't think that you are more disciplined than them, but the fear of life has pushed us to sit inside the room and watch our TVs rather than coming out and getting into trouble. He was talking about leadership. Everybody is talking about leadership. I don't know if any of you ever thought of the other side, followership. Nobody listens to us. I have been asking them to do anything. Somebody has to listen. Somebody has to follow. Somebody has to do what we say. And that is what is lacking, sir. It is not the leadership qualities. It is the followership qualities are lacking. Thanks to many of you, the youngsters are here. They have forgotten to follow somebody. Because by birth they are telling it is their right to be a leader. That's all. Why are you talking like this? Because I am a human being. I can lead. This is the concept they have entered into their heads. of all the youngsters, they will kick me, so I'll try to run away. But that is a fact. Nobody wants to take orders and follow or execute. The followership is total, in a serious sense I'm telling, it is totally not there. They have misunderstood the word leadership. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa beautifully says, one who does not know to obey will never learn to command. I repeat to the youngsters, one who does not learn to obey will never learn to command. That is happening today only in one field, as I see, that is in military. No other place they take orders and then implement. The moment you say something, the first question will come, what should I do? Why only me? Why not others? For everything there is a comparison, there is a question. There is no way they are adding. The next place where probably, which I learned, is from sports. There on the field, you just follow the orders of the captain, and that is where probably today most of the youngsters are missing. They are only playing with their mobile devices. They don't go out to play. They don't know who is a leader, who is a follower. They think everybody is the same. Why I am insisting on this followership for last 5 minutes I am talking is, this is what I feel is lacking. Not leadership qualities. Because we have been taught how to lead from the front and how to lead from the behind. But what we have never been taught is how to be a soldier before becoming a captain, and after becoming a captain, how to become a general. Everybody wants to go straight away to become a general, which is not possible. Which is not possible. You have to grow. When your starting point cannot be something, start off and then they can take off somewhere. No, it's not possible. This is one thing I think we have to inculcate at home. I am not telling that it has to be inculcated at any educational institutions, including the HEI, that is higher education institution. No. As he rightly said it about women, and at least at mothers at home, their leadership qualities I don't think anybody can match. Just take an example. A 3-year-old kid or a 2-year-old kid not willing to do what the mother has him to do, what will happen? I don't know, now it is a law protects that, but otherwise, they'll say just do it. This is called as diction. Just do, no questions asked, right? Same child grows, 10-year-old, not doing so well in maths like me, that's why I took science. Then she tells them, father, do something. Father calls and says, you want to join the summer cricket camp? A fool like me will say, yes, daddy, I want to do. Then you do well in your maths, then we'll see. And this is the seduction. First was diction, second is seduction. I'll give something, you do it. Then comes the same child grows, the mother watches, and he comes one day and says, I want to marry so and so. You should be happy such children are still there, otherwise they'll come with the marriage. So they are telling. And for that the mother says, no, yes, we'll come together, we'll go, we'll see, and then we'll choose your partner. And that is association. Leadership by association. The same person after 10 years comes back and say, I want to have a startup, I want to do, you please come do. No, son, you go and start your own. You are good enough to start, our blessings and wishes are good, go ahead. This is leadership by delegation. The same mother, diction at one stage, seduction at the other stage, association at the third stage, fourth stage is delegation. This variable methods of management you learn from a mother only. And the same person you come here now, you see in our day-to-day, it may be college, it may be anywhere. One manager means he or she will behave only one way. There is nothing called as differential behavior. They think one way of behavior and every other person should fall into it. That's not the way. Unfortunately, the people are different. You will have to handle them differently. Somebody have to be treated by diction. For example, some of the unskilled has to be then just do, don't ask questions. In the same organization, there are people, your peers, your subordinates, who probably only by incentives work well, And there are people, by just putting their pat on the back, will work well. And last but the least is, there are people who are exemplary. You should know not to touch them. Do, so that if he does a mistake, you can always blame him. So you can make him go. So this sort of differential leadership is what we learn from home, and we continue to do that at our places. If you do so, then probably you will be as successful as your parents or mother. But we don't follow that, and we go with some other dictates and then see what we could do. Ultimately, some people became only dictators. Even at home nowadays, you would have seen some of the parents, his son would have got a child and he has become grandfather. Still, you tell the son, don't do this, don't do that. As though he is still going to listen out of respect or fear, or for his finances which he will get through his will. So he may be telling yes, but you know what he will do in the absence. This is what ultimately is management at home. And this management at home, and you understand this, we can always do that at any organization, and we will become successful leaders and managers. After all, management means 3 M's, which you all know. 1 M is mission, another is of course money, the 3rd M is manpower. This manpower is the one which is probably the most difficult thing, which every manager, small, big or bigger, will realize that, because handling people is the most difficult thing today. And as I said, more and more individualistic, more and more egoistic, more and more everything is going up. They should not be touched. So that becomes difficult. Having said this part of what followership as well as what management, from my point of view, is ultimately you should do what you like to do. Otherwise you just get out. Then it is good for you and good for people. You must be passionate about what you are doing, and you should do what you are passionate about. You must love what you do, and you do what you love. Just follow these principles, you will be a happy fellow. Here nobody wants to smile also in this place also. No? Everybody is worried. Always worried about something else. No? Tomorrow what will happen to my sensex? Tomorrow sensex will happen, don't worry. Today let us live well. Is it not so? Beautifully Kalidasa puts it. For yesterday is but a dream and tomorrow is only a vision. But today lived well makes yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. First I have to recite it, then only I can explain. This is typical mugging, no? That those days. For yesterday is but a dream and tomorrow is only a vision. But today lived well makes yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow vision of hope. So let us live well today. Thank you very much for making me here. God bless, and God bless Dr. C.P.
Thank you, sir, for explaining diction, seduction, association, and delegation.
I'm happy
And of course, management at home. Dr. Habeeb Rahman wants to hand over this book to the president of MMA. Sir, you may do it right now.
This particular book which I wanted to give, but in the hurry I forgot. I thought I'd taken over time. And this is a very interesting book, Leading from the Emerging Future. Before that, I must thank my good friend. No, Dr. Vijay Kumar is in an institution, thousands of people are there. He has met the challenge and made the university one of the best here in Mangalore. You must thank Dr. Vijay Kumar because he made something which other earlier vice chancellor could not do or did not do. He brought that Tata Institute of Cancer to Mangalore through Yenepoya University. It's a great achievement. You must thank Dr. Vijay Kumar for your good contribution. This particular book which I want to give is written by Leading from the Emerging Future. He says, from ecosystem to ecosystem economies. The whole world is suffering because of our ecosystem. And from that, we should go to ecosystem. He says, we have entered an age of disruption, financial collapse, climate change, resource depletion, and a growing gap between rich and poor are but a few of the signs. Otto Schammer and Kathleen Cowford, the authors, why do you collectively create a result nobody wants? Meeting the challenge of the century require updating our economic logic and operating a system from an obsolete ego system, everything for me, or everything you are wrong or I want, focused entirely on the well-being of oneself to a ecosystem awareness that emphasizes the well-being of all the people. Filled with real-world example, this thought-provoking guide presents proven practice for building a new economy that is more resilient, international, inclusive, and aware. I would like to hand over this to the President.
Thank you, sirs. Every event to be organized has to have a number of people, delegation of work, that is activities, place to organize, planning, executing, etc. But without funds, it is impossible to complete the mission. Likewise, for this event to be this grand and successful, we have had good-hearted sponsors. It is time to recognize their noble gesture, and to do this noble task, I call upon Mr. Edward Coelho, Treasurer MMA. Sir, please take over.
Good evening, dignitaries on days and off the days. Our sponsors are our help and pillar to this special MMA KVK Best Managers Award 2022, since ours is a non-commercial association. We want to love our sponsor, and with gratitude we give a token of flower. We have arranged the flowers are specially ordered from Sanidhya, a school of differently abled children of Mangalore, and this is a sign of our love and gratitude. I call upon the name of our sponsors, please come forward and get a flower from our GB members. SCDCC Bank Limited, Sri Ramakrishna Credit Cooperative Society Limited. I request Dr. Molly to honor the sponsor with Dr. Yenepoya Abdul Kunni, Kavuru Vyavasaya Bank Limited, Karnataka Bank Limited, the MCF Limited, Mr. Vincent D'Souza. Thank you, madam. Now I request Mr. Shekhar Bujari to honor. Mrs. Asanaji and Company, Pavuru Education Trust, Diya Systems, the BASF Limited, Mrs. Cardolite, Canara Bank, Union Bank, Mrs. Achal Industries. Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. U. Ramarao to come over and give the flowers. Mr. Shekhara Pujari, Mrs. Fernandez Cashew Exports, Mrs. Delta Infra Logistic Worldwide Limited, New Textile Center. Thank you, Vandana.
Thank you, sir. I call upon past President MMA, Mr. Marcel Montero, to hand over the memento to the chief guest. MMA has the beautiful lady playing the role of a secretary. That is Mrs. Deepa Nayak. I call upon her to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Savita. Appreciation, it is said, can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. It is with privilege I stand before you all to propose the vote of thanks. I would start by appreciating the words of Dr. C.P. Habeeb Rahman, the awardee, Chairman, Unity Care and Health Services Private Limited, Mangalore. Sir, I had always believed that doctors can't have a humorous bone in them, but two doctors have proved me wrong today. Both of them have made a wonderful speech and given us learning for life. Thank you, Dr. Rahman, for not just accepting the award, but also accepting that women can be good managers too. So thanks a lot. Thank you for your presence, your words, and for everything that, for making every woman here feel special. Thank you very much. I also thank Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, whom we have heard and seen pull the legs of Dr. Rahman. I would also like to add to the 4 shuns that you had given us, sir: diction, seduction, association, and delegation. As a management teacher, I think a little bit of admonition and action would have done wonders to the leadership qualities of budding management professionals. Thank you, sir, for taking time out of your busy schedule. In fact, I was sitting right next to Dr. Vijay Kumar, and I realized that he's a very, very busy man, not just because he's a doctor, but he's been receiving constant calls, and one very important call I had to overhear as I was sitting next to him. He said, "I'm in a meeting and I'm very sorry I can't attend, please continue," which means that he is expected elsewhere. Sorry, sir, for delaying the program, and thank you very much for accepting to be the chief guest today. My thanks goes to the President of Mangalore Management Association, the governing body members, the office bearers, and all of the members of Mangalore Management Association who have toiled day and night for making this program a grand success. Thank you, Jairaj sir, thank you, Janardhan sir, thank you, Dr. Devraj, and every other member of the governing body and MMA. My thanks would not be complete if I do not thank Mr. K. Vishwanath Kamath. His foresight for having proposed an outstanding manager award in the early 70s has brought us to see this day. So my heartfelt thanks to late K.V. Kamath for his foresight. I also thank all the invitees and guests for taking time out of your busy schedules and coming here. As we all believe, no program is successful without eminent audience and participating audience. Thank you very much. My thanks also goes to all the sponsors, some of whom have made time to be present here and others who could not be present here in their absence. I thank each and every one of them. My special thanks to the members of press and media for giving us wide coverage. They've already, as all of us are aware, they've already published about this program in yesterday's newspaper, and we hope to have the same association in the future as well. My special thanks to every student who's present here for having made this a successful program on leadership and otherwise. So thank you very much. My thanks also goes to our beautiful MC. We have to exchange pleasantries. Thank you, ma'am, for making a wonderful MC and making our program a success. I would like to request our chief guest for the day to please hand over a memento to our MC as a token of our gratitude. I can't forget the 3 beautiful singers we had who started the program with beautiful prayer. We have a small memento for them as well. I request all 3 of them to kindly come forward and accept the memento. Thank you to you as well. Last but not the least, I thank each and everyone who has been directly and indirectly responsible for the success of this program. The most important part of our program, that is the event partners and the venue partners. Our event partners for this program are Exotica Event Solutions. I wholeheartedly thank them for providing such a beautiful and managing the entire event in such a beautiful manner. My thanks also goes to SDM College of Business Management and Postgraduate Center for Management Studies and Research for providing such a beautiful, spacious venue to us. Thank you very much.
Oh Almighty, create thoughts and actions in the minds of the people of our nation, so they may live united, may they live united. Oh Almighty, this is my prayer.
I request all of you to kindly stand for the national anthem.
Janagana Mana Dinayaka Jaya He Bharat
चंचल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय